Welcome back to the channel, guys. I appreciate y'all stopping through, man. Today we have Fluxter by the man Fishy. Now, this is Fishy's fourth track, I believe. He came out with Beastin', he came out with Rev Up, and I forget what his first track was, but Beastin' and Rev Up were really good tracks, man. And one thing I enjoy about Fishy's tracks is the differences in elevation. You don't get a whole lot of free tracks anymore that have, you know, a ton of elevation and stuff like that. Now, this track does have a lot of like braking bumps and ruts and stuff like that, but it's not difficult. They're actually very easy to manage and really easy to just, you know, maneuver around or over. So overall, the track is absolutely fire, man. And actually, before we get any further in the video, I want to shout out King MX and the Erect Erections Discord server. So if you need help at all with track making or anything like that, King had actually said that, you know, the more people the better in that Discord. So I will put a link down in the bio, and if you need any help at all track making or have any questions, feel free to join that Discord, man. Also, before we get any further, shout out to my man Cade at Cade Suspensions for sponsoring me, man. He makes some awesome suspensions. His link will be down in the description as well, and he has some really good free suspensions on there. So if you want to try out some new suspension setups, man, go hit up Cade and see how you feel about those, as well as RC designs for the gear that he always makes me. Dude is goated at gear making, bro. So definitely go check those guys out. You will not be upset that you did. Now, Fishy, I really enjoy the way that he makes his tracks because, like I said earlier, the elevation and everything, but his tracks before the jumps had, I want to say, like a little bit more peaky of a takeoff, so they pop you up a little bit more. This track in particular does not feel like that, so the jumps seem like they're a little bit more, I don't know, the faces of the jump are not as steep, so they send you further rather than higher, and I really enjoy the way the track rides because of that. So now I also think that this track is going to end up in ranked servers. Maybe not quite for the gold level player, but I do think it will make its way in ranked servers at some point, just because it is a quality free track, and I could definitely see the benefit of having this in a ranked server, man. Yeah, you got to go check this out. It's really just a fun track, man. And visually, he has greatly improved over even Rev Up. Rev Up was a huge step up from Beastin', and then I feel like this is a huge step up from Rev Up. Now, Rev Up is actually still one of my favorite tracks to race on in the ranked servers. But I'll tell you what, if you get out of whack at all on that track, man, it's hard to come back from, because that is a very fast track. Now this one, I feel like it is a fast track, but this one you have to have a little bit more throttle control with the way the roughness is and everything. But it does remind me a lot of Rev Up, man. I really do enjoy the textures that he did on this track, the way the track looks visually. I think personally is a huge step up from even Rev Up. But Rev Up had the like gray soil, the darker soil, and I don't know what it is, but ever since I think I played Snake Pit by Hell Machine, I really like tracks that have that gray dirt texture, you know what I mean? It's like almost gravel. I really enjoy those tracks. I don't know why. I think visually they're just not as harsh on the eyes, you know what I mean? Speaking of which, Reaper Doc released a what's it called? A Reshade preset, right? And so if you've been trying to find a Reshade, because you'd be surprised, I get a lot of comments on the videos talking about what Reshade do you run, what Reshade is that, and it's like, I have not ran Reshade since like a month after I started playing the game. Well, I have Reshade installed, but I don't run a preset. I have Reshade installed and I only run sharpening, just because I feel like it makes the image look more crisp. But it's weird that I think so many people run Reshade that when they see the game without Reshade, they're like, what Reshade is that? But Reaper Doc's Reshade is on the mods page right now for free, and it actually makes the game look really good. So you should definitely go download that if you're looking for a Reshade preset to kind of make the colors pop a little bit more. And you can always tinker with it and adjust it to your liking. You know what I'm saying? I actually don't have it on for this track. I'll run it on the next video we do, so that way you guys can see what it looks like and everything. But it's dope that him and Coxie worked together and made a Reshade preset for everybody. Because trying to figure out Reshade on your own and coming up with your own thing is kind of difficult. That's part of the reason why I never ran it. But then I could never get it to look right. Everything just looked way too vibrant for me. It's crazy. I didn't like it. So but yeah, man, Fishy absolutely did an amazing job on this track. It is a very fun track, and I think that this will definitely be populating servers for sure. But you know, between this and I forget what the other track was called that just came out. It was the last video I did. It was the other free track that came out, the one that was in Florida. And between that track and this track, both of them are definitely worth downloading. And I think that, you know, they will be populating servers, and you won't have a hard time finding races on these, especially once because I think both of them will get put into the MXB ranked servers, man. They're both really good. The other one is a lot more rough, and doesn't have as many objects and stuff on the track, but this one is equally as good, I feel like. So I'm glad that we got some free tracks that are actually really good over the last couple weeks, and there's never a bad time to release a free track, you know what I mean? So just we haven't been getting a whole lot of free tracks recently. I feel like every day we've gotten tracks released on the MX Bike Shop, and then on the free side of things, it's just like kind of slowed down. I think Flowsdale is still on like the second page of tracks released over the last month and a half, which is crazy because, yeah. And you know what? I actually was looking at it, and Fishy released Rev Up and Beastin'. I think it was within like a couple days of each other, which is wild to do. He had to have been working on both of those tracks at the same time, so. But yeah, man, keep up the great work, Fishy. You did a great job on this track. I really enjoyed it. Your water looks a lot better than I've seen on some people's tracks, so I'm glad you paid attention to those tiny details. I really enjoy it, man. I really do. So but other than that, man, make sure you guys go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you hop up in my Discord, man. We got a lot of people up in there. We got like 760 people now, so we're almost to 1,000. So if you're not in the Discord yet, make sure you hop up in the Discord, man. We got lots of people in there that, you know, if you have any questions, they're willing to help, or if you just want some people to race with, play with, you know, we always got people up in there. So definitely make sure you join that. And other than that, man, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.